been a while, but I'm back. Yay. Welcome back to the vault. Yeah. Well, I got too distracted. Now it's past midnight, so no April Fool's video, I guess. Whoops. But hey, that's fine. Wow. I have no plans for this video. I'm literally just going to ramble. I might do some keyboard typing, we'll see. Yeah, that's about it, you know. This is just going to be a little bit of rambling. We'll see how long it goes. Okay, let's say I'm aiming for like 20 minutes. Let's see if it gets there, or if it goes further. I feel like once I start rambling, it's not gonna stop, you know? It's just how it goes. Nothing super OP themed this time or today. I just kind of wanna, you know, like talk a bit because I've been gone for 2 weeks. And like, I really enjoyed keeping that weekly upload schedule, but now it's like, yeah, no. So that sentence. So exam week happened, and then the week after that was the week of like, hey, you have like 3 separate projects to finish writing and hand in. There's like some mouse clicks, some computer sounds. Let's see. There's a 40-minute long bonus audio on the Discord if you want. That's literally just me typing one of the reports and mumbling to myself. Some high quality ASMR, you know. High quality ASMR, recording myself doing mundane tasks. That's how you want to do it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's been a stressful 2 weeks, which is why there hasn't been a video, but I finally had an opportunity to relax for a day, and now I'm back making ASMR again, so all is well. I hope you're doing well as well. Doing well as well. Well as well. Well as well. Well as well. If you repeat a word too many times, it kind of loses meaning. Well as well. Yes. Yes. What if I get way too fucking close and whisper in your ear while my lips literally touch the fucking mic? What if I eat your ear? Tasty. What if I do the same to your other ear? Chaos. So, yeah, plans for future videos. As always, I'm completely fucking clueless. Give me video ideas, please. I beg of you. I'm too stupid, or not too stupid. I'm not creative. I'm not a creative person. I do coding. I don't do creative thinking. But I mean, I'll just do what I enjoy doing anyways, which in this case will be headpats, mic petting, mouse sounds, rambling. Yeah, just I should keep my pacing a bit slower. I realize I'm talking quite fast, and that is high energy. And considering we're 5 minutes in already, that means that a lot of people have probably already clicked off of the video at this point. Tasty. Viewer. Sentence, please, brain function. Viewership retention curve. Ah. Can you tell that it's past midnight and I woke up at 6 today? And also only had like 4.5 hours of sleep. Whoops. And notably, I don't have a coffee right now. That's the biggest issue. And since we're not doing funny, haha, RP scenario, you're in the void, I can't just snap my finger and make a coffee materialize, as much as I wish I could actually do that, you know? Just, and then, coffee. That was quite a weak snap. Oh, that was worse. That was okay. Coffee. What if I bite you? There's a fluffy cover over the mic, and by fluffy cover I mean one of my femboy outfit arm warmers is put over the mic, kind of like a sock or something, to improve recording quality. But that also means that if I bite the mic, I get a mouthful of fabric and fluff, which, you know, isn't very great. I mean, I could temporarily remove it. I don't know what this is going to sound like. This is purely experimental at this point. Oh, that probably just sounded like a headpat, but you might notice the audio sounds slightly different now, as there is no cover. Ooh, whoa, my voice is... that is much louder, holy shit. As there is no cover to protect you from me directly, I don't know, biting the mic. Oh, ooh, that's an audio peak, holy shit. Okay, if that didn't blast your ears out, then that's because I edited the audio to not blast your ears out. Well, I'm terribly sorry about that one, whoops. But there is something I want to try. No clue if the mic picks that up. I realize a microphone doesn't taste very good. Nah. But yeah, having a solid surface to lick is certainly nicer than licking fabric and having hair on my tongue afterwards. I should really figure out a way to get to, I guess, upgrade the recording setup. This is already quite the upgrade from what I used to have, which was just like a headset mic. But I got this mic specifically because it could do binaural audio, which is what I wanted to do. Because I wanted to start getting into ASMR, so I got a mic that could do stereo recording, yes. And some other stuff, but like, yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. I'm gonna put the cover back on so I don't accidentally blast your fucking ears out. Let's see what this sounds like. Probably still just like a weird headpat. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Scribbity, scratch, scrubbity, scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Sentence. Now, talk a little bit about last week. Last week, I had no lectures, just time to do projects, which was neat. I worked on projects and like hand in stuff with deadlines and stuff. However, right in the middle of it, because I was free to allot my time how I wanted to, I had the stupid idea of wanting to code something for Space Station 14 for a niche furry server on Space Station 14, and so 2.5 days of coding later, it still didn't work, and I gave up. And when I say 2.5 days, I mean like I slept, I woke up, I ate something, I coded for the entire fucking day, I ate dinner, I went to sleep. Actually, I ate dinner, I coded even more, and then I went to sleep. And I did that for like 2.5 days, and then I was like, okay, I can't keep doing this. I'm out of fucking energy. I'm exhausted. It's still not working. The Svalin energy laser pistol, whatever the fuck, is cursed as shit. So, it's a laser pistol. Laser weapons usually have an internal battery, not the Svalin. The Svalin uses an energy pack, which you can swap out on the fly. Whoa. So, like, the idea being, or like, your initial thought would be, okay, if all other laser weapons in the game function by drawing power from an internal reservoir, and then you have another gun that does the same thing, it just draws, instead of from a battery on the same object, it draws from the battery of a child object. Like, it's not that difficult. It really isn't. There are other things that draw power like that. No, as it turns out, whoever made the Svalin didn't want to deal with that, so they had a genius solution. There's already a system in the game that lets you use like an item that you put into the gun, and it gives you a certain amount of shots and all that stuff. It's called a magazine. So the Svalin is in reality a normal magazine-powered gun that shoots bullets, in quotation marks. And every single battery in the game secretly pretends to also be a magazine containing lasers instead of bullets. That's how they implemented it. Which, to be fair, it's the only battery-operated weapon, so I mean, it's fine, right? Except the thing I was trying to make was another battery-powered laser, and I expected there to be a system like that. So then I spent 2.5 days trying to fix the, or not fix the code, but create the code so that it could, draw power from the battery. But as it turns out, this was my first time actually touching the code of Space Station 14. Holy shit, that code base is convoluted as hell. Like, okay, yeah, 10 plus years of open source and people chucking shit in, yeah, that's gonna do something to a code base. Okay, fair, fine. But like, whoa, even if it wasn't because of that, oh my god, that code base is... everything is spread out. Like, for a gun to function, there's like, I don't even fucking know, like, depending on the gun, like 7 fucking C# bits of code that all like run in parallel, but not really, but kind of. And it's like, okay, some of them are client side, some of them are server side. That kind of thing makes sense. Some do both. Like, that makes sense that they would have to be split because, I mean, they literally are like different bits of code. Makes sense. However, for basic functionality to be broken down to the point where, like, you cannot figure out how to make something shoot because nowhere in the fucking code that I was able to find in 2.5 days does it ever mention actually firing anything. You just have weird abstract functions that reduce the number of bullets in a magazine, and then you have weird separate functions that also reduce the number of bullets in the magazine, and then you have another weird set of functions that also reduces the number of bullets in a magazine in 3 separate files. Like, this is exaggerating a little bit, but that's effectively, like, it was suffering. You know, in hindsight, I realize this is an ASMR video. You're here to relax, not to hear me rant about coding. Well, too bad you had to listen to it anyways if you're here. Honestly, respect. Thanks for, like, listening, yeah. That's very nice of you. Also, as for why this video is delayed, because I wanted to start recording like 2 hours ago. Tiso and Takua. I'm going to fail horribly at trying to pronounce it, but I think Takua did a funny April Fool's Day dual Twitch stream thingamajig, and like, yeah, I mean, I watched it, so that's why this video is being recorded past midnight, when really I shouldn't record it right now. Takua, if you're hearing this, you're the reason this video is quote-unquote late. It's late by 2 hours because you streamed for 2 hours. Good stream, by the way. Man, this video is not palatable whatsoever. But I don't care, I'm just happy to be making ASMR. I want to do some tapping sounds. Tapping sounds. Tapping sounds. Hi, I'm by your ear again. Do you like it when I rip right by your ear like this? Yes? What the fuck am I doing? This is really fucking chaotic. But I mean, I don't need to tell you that, you've already realized. Some smooches. Smooches. Ooh. What if I tap on something metal that can make sounds? I really like that sound. Whoops. Gotta love going from chaotic as shit, random triggers at really high pace to just suddenly I'm quiet, suddenly I'm calm. Just doing, I guess, traditional triggers. Triggers. Rap, tap, tap. Anybody who played Warframe just got fucking Mr. Man in the Wall PTSD, but you know, don't worry about it. Rap, tap, tap. Honestly, makes for a good ASMR. Even in the game, that was really like ASMR-esque, because all the other sounds quiet down and it's just rap, tap, tap. The man in the wall, the man in the wall. Anyways. This is my empty coffee mug. Well, it's not my mug, it's someone else's mug. But I keep stealing it because it's big, and so, yeah. This is where I make my triple strength coffee, smile, of which I drink sometimes multiple cups a day. I have a healthy caffeine intake, don't worry about it. let's see, what else do I have? I have some, right over here, I have a bit of Lego Technic pieces. But it's just gonna sound like plastic, because I mean, that's what it is. Void Fox makes completely unorganized sounds in his way to active, and it is all over the fucking place. Yeah. I don't know. Have I ever done the hourglass as a trigger? I think I've done the hourglass as a trigger. I've definitely done the hourglass as a trigger. But let's do it away again anyways. And then it almost sounds like just rain. As it very gently trickles in. It's really quiet. No, more than halfway done now. Oh, and then it just stops as hourglasses do. Also, yes, don't ask me why, I just have an hourglass on my desk. Because, okay, let's do a desk tour, but in form of a description. So, to my left, there is desk space. This is just a cheap IKEA desk. Because, I mean, I don't need anything else. Then further to this side, further to the left, is where my coffee usually stands. Over there. The plastic thingy is over here. I keep it as a fidget toy. Behind my left monitor, which I'm now tapping. Monitor sounds. Behind that is my VR controllers. I mean, it makes nice sounds, I guess. But yeah, those are my index controllers. I do also have a lighter that I use to light candles, because occasionally you just want to have a candle. Yeah, candles are nice. I like to look at fire. Fire is very nice to look at. Let's see if I can do this without doing something stupid. And the other side. This is Kip ASMR. I remember did like a fire ASMR thingy at some point, and man, fire is an aggressive trigger. Though I guess that's because, I mean, instinctually, humans probably have something in their head that's like, fire, like, pay attention with fire. Anyways, in some parallel universe there was a gas leak, even though there's no gas lines in this building, and I just exploded. Anyways, continuing the desk tour. Currently behind the mic, but usually in front of the mic, is my keyboard, which is a cheap €20 just Logitech keyboard with a numpad. Because I mean, they work. I like the way the buttons feel. I like the sound they make. They're very noisy keyboards. And also, I've spilled tea on this thing like 5 to 7 times, and it's still alive after more than 10 years of use, and it's still working perfectly fine. So, let me open a TXT file so I can do some mock typing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, E, Ö, Ü, scharf S. Ja, Mann. Sorry, some German. But yeah, numpads are cool because classic roguelikes like to use numpad controls for movement. And so I have that going. But also just typing numbers on the numpad, I've actually started to get used to it. I like it. To all those people that are like, oh, it eats so much space and it's useless. What the fuck are you doing with a computer that you don't need a numpad? But whatever. Or that a numpad would be useless. I'm not going to question. I'm an IT person. I do computer science stuff, coding, and just statistics. Like, I think I shouldn't be making comments on who or on whether or not numpads are useful. I may or may not be heavily biased. To my right, I usually keep my phone. All right, first of all, so to the left we have wooden desk. The entire right side of my desk is covered by a big mouse mat. Now, this mouse pad is very large, and it's also just like the cheapest one I could get, because why bother? It's just a piece of fabric, effectively, for a mouse to sit on. Yeah, this thing didn't take too kindly to those multiple spillings of tea. You can see some borders to like, this spill went to here, this spill went to here. I can trace along it. And then the other one goes along here. That's a nice sound. I like that sound. And then I have a mouse, which has, it's just another Logitech product, because when it comes to PC stuff, I have no RGB things, anything like that. I just have items that I know will last longer than the average lifespan of a phone. So, more than 5 years. And so this is just like a Logitech mouse again, but this isn't the cheapest possible Logitech mouse. This is their cheapest possible, quote-unquote, gaming mouse. Reason being, macro keys on the side. I want more buttons to push that I can bind to stuff. So, funnily enough, imagine having special macro keys and then setting one of them to just print "woo" in text whenever you hit it. So, like, I can spam the word "woo." Well, not word, but emote "woo." And then the other two macro keys, and that's all the macro keys this mouse has. So not really a gamer mouse because it has a whopping 3 macro keys, and one of them is actually just the DPI button, which I've rebound because I kept accidentally hitting it. we have I have those linked to Discord, so one of them is my deafen and the other is my mute button. That's it. I use my mouse to deafen and mute myself on Discord. Yeah, man. But it's a mouse. It makes mouse sounds. So, what you'd expect of it. Yeah. Then, on this side we have some more things. You might have already heard it, the water bottle from earlier. That is what I use to hydrate. If I remember to hydrate. On that note, hey cutie, hey sweetie, have you drank enough water today? I'm sure you haven't, so go take 2 or 3 nice gulps of refreshing water. No, lemonade doesn't count. Or I guess as people in the US, soda or pop or whatever doesn't count. No sugary drinks, especially not before bed. Come on. Drink some water. It's good for you. Anyways, behind the keyboard and behind the mic, I have a sketchbook that I haven't touched in several years. Because every time I open it up, I cringe in my attempts to draw furry art. With some more practice, I could probably get into it. However, no, I'm not the creative type. As you might have noticed from my ASMR videos, I don't really have a plan. My videos are 90% improv. We also have some note blocks. This one has a Nagakuga on it. It's very cute. It's like a chibi Nagakuga. Monster Hunter note block. Paper. There's also the pencil case back here. Oh, that's an unpleasant sound. But pencil case. Yeah, I don't like that sound. Putting that back to where it was. And then also have like a fidget metal ring that can spin. And then I have my box full of D&D dice, half of which are metal, which is why I'm not going to empty the box out onto the table, because that's really fucking loud, and it's 1 a.m. almost. I am going to roll one of the dice made of plastic. That's a 5. Well, okay. I just had an idea. I think the next video I'm gonna make is gonna be Void Fox plays D&D with you. Because I've ran multiple games. One of them went for 2 years on a weekly schedule, mind you. So I have a good amount of experience running D&D games. Well then. You walk through the ominous gateway that had appeared before you. It called to you. Something in the back of your head urged you to walk through that gate. And now you're here, this odd space. The surfaces seem to absorb all light, almost darkening the area around them. Yet the walls, the ceilings, the floor, this weird metal that they're made out of, you can still see it. The entire place is still brightly lit, despite the walls being made of this weirdly patterned metal. The air is crisp. Not too cold, but notably crisp. You'd expect a place like this to smell of metal, but really there's no smell at all. That's when you suddenly hear something behind you. Make a perception check. 14, my, look at that. Well, okay, give me a knowledge arcana, or just an arcana check, whatever. Ooh, an 8, okay, so, let me put this dice away. That's all the dice rolls I'm going to do for this little mock-up segment. But if you enjoy this segment, leave a comment. Actually, yeah, no. If you enjoy this mock-up segment, please leave a comment, because I will do that as my next video if people actually enjoy it. If people are even listening, since this is like 36 minutes into the video. Anyways, as you turn around, you see behind you a creature. A fox, perhaps? Also, quick side note, assumption, this is a world with furries, so I'm not going to explicitly describe what a fox is, or an anthro-fox is, under the assumption that you yourself are a furry. I mean, this is labeled furry ASMR, why are you here if you're not? As you turn around, you see a creature. Something doesn't seem quite right, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It definitely appears to be some sort of magical creature. Perhaps an aberration. Who knows? But right now it appears to be a grey, dark grey fox with glowing green eyes and purple-tipped, very long hair. He stares at you. He's standing in front of the exit that you just came through. With a snap of his finger, the gate closes, and you find no particular emotion creeping in. The fox approaches you and gets really, really close. So close you can feel his breath on your face. And then he pulls back and gives you some headpats. Yeah, yeah. Who's a good boy? Who's a good girl? Who's your good fluff? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or a good scales, or a good feathers, or a good skin, or a good... I think that should cover most of it. Unless I guess you're a good exoskeletal plating and good mucus covering. There we go. Now we've covered the insect people as well. Yes, we have good fluff, good scaly, we have good exoskeleton. You know what? Now I've been wanting to run another D&D game for a while now. I think I might do like some ASMR that's like D&D based, or even better, I could make it like an ongoing like series of multiple episodes and have it like give you people like multiple choice options of like cryptic things where you choose one thing or the other, and then it'll somehow influence what happens in the next episode. That sounds both really unique and really fun to record. And here I was saying I'm not a creative person, and I'm not a normally creative person. I am good at improv, but that is also only because of how much D&D I've run as a DM. As a dungeon master, rawr. I say that like I'm not a massive bottom. What? Right, continuing the desk tour. On the right side is my second monitor. Usually reserved for Discord, but also whatever else I have on my secondary monitor, like videos or stuff, if I'm doing something on my primary monitor. My left monitor is my primary monitor, for context. Speaking of Discord being here, I do read every single message people write in the Discord server, and I very often respond. So if you want to like chat or like give me suggestions or just post a picture of a fox, we have a fox posting channel for posting foxes. Yes, good, very cool and good. Yes. And then desk tour wise, we only have one more thing. We have the bowl. What's in the bowl? Well, the bowl contains various bits of paper that I've scribbled notes on, but also all of my hair ties for my hair that is just as long as my Fursona's hair. IRL. My Fursona's hair is based on my IRL hair, not the other way around. I have very long and fluffy hair. Hold on. Yeah, no, it doesn't really make any sound. There's no way for me to do that. You know, another thing. So this mic can't do anything like ear cupping. Yeah, no, not as far as I'm aware. But like, because if I just put my hands over the mic, it's just this. You can still hear everything more or less. Well, it probably does sound different, but not by a lot. Sorry, distracted. Fucking hell. I'm still going. I think the sleep deprivation has finally fully set in, and now I'm just rambling. This is 43 minutes already. I should stop. What am I doing? Oh, no. The desk tour's not done yet. How could I forget? Okay, so on the right side of my desk, sitting right below my right monitor, is a small little, like, I guess fist-sized, like, fox plushie. His name is Pumpkin. He is very gay. There is a wolf plushie on the other end of my room that's called Spice. Together their name is Pumpkin Spice. Haha. I do not actually. I've never had pumpkin spice. As in, I've never had pumpkin spice in a drink. I'm pretty sure I've had pumpkin spice in a cake or something, but whatever. So, Pumpkin and Spice. So, Spice is a wolf. He was named Spice because Spice and Wolf. Good manga, go read it. Or watch the anime, I guess. But Pumpkin was named thematically because, I mean, most foxes are orange, Pumpkin is orange, and together they had the funny name of Pumpkin Spice, haha. Yes, so we have a gay wolf and a gay fox. The significance of Pumpkin being on my desk, though, and Spice being over at the other end of my room, is as follows. Spice, the wolf, sits on top of my on top of the manga for Spice and Wolf, of which I have all, how many is it? 16. I have all 16 manga for Spice and Wolf, and Spice, the wolf, sits on top of them. Pumpkin, however, has no such privilege. He has the privilege of being my coding buddy.
You see, in coding, there's a certain debugging technique called rubber ducking that's usually done with a rubber duck. So, it works as follows. You go through your code step by step by step and explain exactly what it does, as if you were explaining it to a 5-year-old. In this case, a rubber duck. Like, the rubber duck is big dum-dum, and you need to really explain it step by step what's going on. And the fun part is, by saying that stuff out loud and dumbing it down like that and going through it step by step, you end up catching a lot of mistakes. Or like lapse in logic or various other things. It's a nice little hack. Talking to yourself makes you more accurate and helps you think. I can recommend it. So I do rubber ducking occasionally, or actually relatively often. I also just mumble while I work because it helps me concentrate for the same reason. And Pumpkin is my rubber ducking buddy. I explain all of my code issues to Pumpkin, and then that helps me solve my code issues. Yeah, let's do some Pumpkin petting. Yes, plushie. On the subject of plushies, I have too many. I really like plushies. Plushies are so good. I have so many of them. The problem is I have too many plushies. Or rather, I don't have enough space. I've already reduced my sleeping space on the bed to have more plushies. But that was literally like 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. And I haven't been able to buy more plushies because I'm literally out of space. And like, I'm an organized person. My room is clean and orderly. Stuff is in its place. The problem is, I am out of orderly places to put things. I don't have any more shelf space. I don't have any more bed space because I need to sleep somewhere. Yeah. If anybody has any good solutions for how to cram more plushies into a room by making storage space out of thin air, I'm all ears. And if you're talking about stacking them, there's a literal pile on my bed that's like 1/2 meter high. I am already stacking them quite a lot. Yay, soft little friends. Friends, they are soft, they are fluffy. Yes. Okay, I've hit a natural ending point for my rambles. I'm not rambling about anything in particular right now. And my brain doesn't have any subject in mind. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope that's okay for you. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure you don't mind the video ending here. You have a good night, and I hope you sleep well. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Hey, kiddo. Rap. Tap. Tap. Mwah.